Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good morning. How is everyone? Let's see. Good golly, 9:15 here on the eastern slope of Fort Collins. Overcast. I don't know what that means. It never rains. But it is overcast. And the temperature is 65. And I'm in a small town south of where I live. I came down here to work out, actually. They have a really nice facility here. So I come down here and work out. I'm in my truck now, and I'm going to go around the block, so there'll be a little bit of noise, but I'll be out of my truck soon. And, I'll park my truck, and then I'm going to do this podcast for you guys. Saturday, I found out yesterday was Friday. I found that out later in the day. Thank goodness for that. Doesn't really matter to me what day it is, but it was Friday. Makes today Saturday. Good. We got another listener, you guys. I don't know what's happening. There seems to be a deluge of people wanting to listen to my neuroscience yak. And I'm very happy and very excited about that and proud that our numbers are climbing. So thank you. I keep saying I'm going to get the names of the people. I would just give the first names. I won't give last names, but I keep forgetting. One of the guys a couple days ago, I think his name's Toby, has his own podcast as well. He does his stuff on, I thought it said something about healing or wellness. So I haven't tuned into his stuff, but I plan to, just to support him since he's supporting me. And that's kind of how it works, you guys. You know, if you run across somebody you like and they're talking about things that are of interest to you, support them. Doesn't mean you have to listen to them every single day and do all that good stuff, but maybe it would be okay for you to tune in from time to time and see what they're talking about. So yesterday was a great podcast. Gosh darn, I hope you guys went and listened to it. If not, go back and do it. It was on self-love, which was phenomenal. Kind of a lot of insight I gained about myself, and kind of interesting. But go listen to it. You guys will enjoy it for sure. It'll be entertaining if nothing else. So that's cool. Today's podcast is a good one too, if I can remember what it was I was going to talk about. But Dr. Joe does his yearly meditation, world meditation, and heart-centered coherence. Now, I'm assuming everybody that's listening to me today understands, all of that kind of stuff. You kind of have to have done your homework, and because I know we're getting some new people, and I'm not sure if I need to go back and educate people on what's what. I'll have to figure that out as time goes on. But anyway, he was going on with his latest heart coherence world meditation. And he was talking about, this is really interesting, you guys. This is really interesting. He was talking about the effects of meditation, group meditation, on the world, not just within the group or, whatever, but within the world. And there are, he's just one, where I think he does his over in Germany, Berlin. He seems to go over there quite a bit and do the world meditation, but only once a year. And I want to get all this out. He normally has, I don't know, call it 1,000 people in the room, and online, participating online, streaming, in other words. You can hook into that every year. So he ends up with millions of people. I don't know how many millions, but over a couple million people participate in that. And he was talking about several other places that do the same thing. It's not like, he invented it, because he didn't. But there's places in China. Was it China? And then Korea. And I thought there was like Vietnam or Thailand. I'm not sure. Mass populations of people. These guys are doing meditations in public, at the public square. And this is in the internet. Just go look it up. They have pictures of it. It's phenomenal. Actually, I saved it to my photographs. 1 million people. No, I'm going to take that back. They had 1 million children in a public square. They got enough kids in a public square to equal 1 million. And of course, over there, meditation is like money. I mean, if you don't understand meditation, you don't understand money. But these kids, 1 million of them, pictured, all doing meditation, heart-brain coherence. Other parts of China and Japan, in one location, hundreds of thousands of people. This is a way of life for people in Asia, in the East. And for good reasons. They're ahead of us. They know more than we know. They won't allow politics and the economy to interfere with their health. They have hospitals where you don't do surgery. They never have done surgery in some of these hospitals. They don't have pharmaceuticals. You don't take drugs. God forbid, don't take drugs. 19% of people who take psychotropic or cardiovascular or these hardcore drugs die from the side effects. What's the other drug? For high blood pressure and, cholesterol. Good Lord, don't take those statin drugs. Don't ever take those statin drugs. Oh, boy. Got off on a tangent with that stuff. But anyway, over there, these guys have a I'm going to go low. They have a 95 to 98% success rate in terminal illness. If you upregulate, the chances are you're not going to die. You're certainly not going to need some stupid surgery like a bypass. Good Lord, I can't believe people actually get bypass surgeries. That just blows me away. What in the heck are you upregulating those genes for? Think about meditation. Think about education. Be informed so that you don't get sick. For Christ's sake. I can't believe it. But anyway, got carried away again. Sorry about that. So over there, they do a lot of meditation for a few different reasons. Obviously, their health. We're talking this morning about vibrations, right? I assume everybody understands vibrations and the body. Okay, the body vibrates. We're just an energy form, okay, inside of a skin petri dish. And we have 100 trillion cells in our body that each act individually like a people. They have all the same, they have hearts and cardiovascular and digestive and nervous system and brain. You don't understand, but there's 100 trillion people, so to speak. I'm trying to simplify this. Inside of you. You're not one person. You're a community of people. Your skin, I don't know if you guys took biology in high school, I assume. So you understand petri dishes, right? And what goes in petri dishes, right? Well, your skin is just a petri dish. And you have stem cells all through your body. What do stem cells do? They fix stuff. That's why you have them there. You know, you put a stem cell in a petri dish, it'll divide every 2 or 4 hours, and eventually you separate those into 3 different dishes, and you have one building fat, one building muscle, one building bone. I mean, the whole thing is science fiction that people don't understand, that people overlook. Vibrations. Okay. Vibrations are, we're going to use us as an example, right? And those are we're made up of atoms. All living things in the universe are in atoms, right? Protons, neutrons, electrons make up an atom. And then you have this little tiny, tiny part of the atom. You can't even wrap your head around how small I'm trying to talk about. But that little space, most of an atom is made up of energy, right? And then you have, the proton, neutron, electrons, blah, blah, blah. But the majority of an atom is energy. And the amount of energy in that atom can blow up New York City and take it off the face of the earth. Did you know you have that much energy inside of you? Now, I'm exaggerating to make a point, but I'm doing it for the purpose of empowering you. Now, think about this. If you're comprised of atoms, right, and you have all of this energy, what does that cause? That causes vibration. That causes vibration. The higher your vibration, okay, the less you are at dis-ease. Dis-ease. You don't have disease. As your vibrations go down, your energy goes down, right? Follow me on that? You start up-regulating dis-ease, disease. Cancers, cardiovascular disease, whatever. Terminal illness. You start up-regulating disease when your vibrations go down. What's the other part that goes with vibrations? Electromagnetic field, right? Hang on a second. I found a place down here some time ago that has this dark, rich, flavored, decaffeinated coffee. Whew. Boy, and is it ever good. Sometimes I come down here just for that. But anyway, so electromagnetic field. All right, pay attention to this. You guys all know this stuff. I'm just mimicking what you guys already know. So the electro part is the intention, right? It's the thing that when you're doing your meditations, you're sending your intentions out into the universe, right? Whatever that happens to be. And your magnetic part, your electromagnetic field, which you have, draws the event or whatever your intention was back from the universe, and it will find you. It'll track you down no matter where you're at, and you will receive that manifestation. So your vibration has a radius around your body. Okay? As your vibrations are low, your energy field, electromagnetic energy field, may only be right real close to your body or a foot or so outside. And those are the times, this is real important, this is really important stuff. Those are the times that you're angry, you're frustrated, you're sad, you're depressed, you're anxious, you're bitter, you're resentful, you're aggressive, you're spiteful, whatever those kinds of emotions are. When your vibrations, electromagnetic field and the energy and everything, start going in that direction, you acquire those chemicals. All those emotions are chemicals. Okay, so for those of you that are new, we refer to those emotions as chemicals because your body makes them up. That's chemistry, that's biology. All right? So as your vibrations go down, you get all this negative chemicals going on, which starts attracting from the environment genes, diseased genes, and you start up-regulating disease. Now, as you are healthy and well, and you work our program, you don't have to ever be sick. You don't have to have disease. You don't get cardiovascular stuff. You don't get cancers. You don't get any of that stuff because you don't up-regulate the gene. Please understand, you don't have, let me think here for a minute, cardiovascular disease, okay? You don't have any genes in your body that have the diseased gene of cardiovascular disease. You don't come with that. It's not there. It's not acquired. It's not genetic. You don't get that from a family member and it gets passed on. That's old Newtonian medicine from 50, 100 years ago. Okay? So you have to go out into the environment when your vibrations are down, your energy level is down, right? Your electromagnetic field is closed in, and you start attracting disease that will come and find you. You don't even have to be thinking about, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a heart attack one of these days. Well, that's not how it works, okay? Based on what I just explained, that attracts from the environment the genes that get up-regulated, and now you have them in your body. As long as your vibrations stay down, the disease begins to build. The electromagnetic field stays really close, right? The chemicals that you feel get intensified. I mean, it's just negative, right? And eventually you go to some cardiologist or something, and You know, they give you some pills because they want you to be sick, right? I mean, they don't want you to be well, and you know, they don't know how to. Well, they actually know how to cure you. They're not allowed to because of the pharmaceutical companies. So, you know, that's another whole podcast. What we're talking about today is how to get your vibrations up, higher, how to get all those atoms moving around inside, how to get all those cells healthy and well and functioning at a higher level, which causes greater vibration, which causes greater energy, which causes a wider electromagnetic field. Your electromagnetic field might be, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot on each side all around you. Now, when you bump into people or interact with people, you wonder, why are they acting that way towards me? Well, it's because your field is either wider and healthier or narrower and restricted because your chemicals are unhealthy. You're either attracting disease or you're flushing disease out. You're not up-regulating, you're down-regulating disease out of you. People are either attracted to your field or not attracted to your field. All right. So, kind of back to Dr. Joe's world meditation, because it kind of fits in here a little bit. So if you get enough people, let's just say there's 1,000 like he had in one particular room, and he was doing the meditation, the heart-brain coherence, right? And he hooks, the majority of people up to brain monitors, right? And you can watch the energy. Now, energy and vibration are kind of, we're kind of talking the same thing, so follow along. So when they're getting into their meditation, everybody's vibration is starting to go up. Therefore, their energy is going up. Therefore, their electromagnetic field is getting wider and wider and wider, and they're bumping into 3, 4, 5 people all around them, and those peoples are all getting wider. So just imagine this whole thing mushrooming out. And what's the word I could use? Use love. So think in terms of just when you're at heart-brain coherence, you're at a high level of love. All right? So the idea is to get everybody in the room to do that. And they have monitors where they can, kind of see what's happening with each person, with the room as a whole, and they can take it on out of the building even, and see how far those vibrations and energy are carrying. And it's interesting that once one or a few people start getting centered. Now, heart-brain coherence is waves, right? We have matter, which is what we are now, which is just a bunch of atoms jumping around at a high rate of vibration, and that's why you can see each other. If your vibration is lower, trees are lower. I mean, this is science, but, it's really not there. That tree over there that I'm looking at is really not there. It's just the vibration that's going on that's causing the atoms to move around. Well, the same thing with this room and doing this world meditation. So all this energy, matter, it goes to particles, it goes to waves, it goes to energy, right? So you are matter turned into particle, turned into wave, turned into energy. All right? So you got these 1,000 people, and everybody hits the heart, mind, coherence, where the waves are symmetrical and even, and they kind of flow like waves, right? And everybody hits that peak sort of love state at the same time as they monitor people. So it creates, if you have 1,000 people peaking out at the same time, you're going to have a greater vibration, energy flow out, as opposed to this person and that little group over there hit it, every so often, and these people and those people hit it. So, that's not coherent. That is too erratic to produce enough energy out. Follow me on that? And then you get everybody who's streaming in, watching, and the probability is that they are in heart-brain coherence at the same time that the group is, and they're all over the world, and we now have found out that your energy, think in terms of energy healing. I do that. I have, I don't know, what do I want to say? How do I want to say this? I have a person that I know that's going through some physical ailments because they chose to acquire a disease, but I do some energy healing with that person without the other person knowing, and I just send my heart-brain coherence and energy healing to that person. And then periodically I try to touch base and find out the progress. And in a lot of cases, not all cases, but some, that person might get a little bit better based on their vibrations going up in energy, and they don't even know why. So now if you have this 1,000 person hooked into all these people around the world that are streaming in, participating, now all of that flows out to the different countries and cities and towns that they live in, and you have a healing, so to speak, an energy healing through vibrations around the world. All right. So I can't remember all of them. And just go on the internet and look them up. They're all over. But back in the Afghan War, when the Afghanistan war was going on, and it was out of control. They had, I don't know how many millions and millions of people in one meditation trying to affect the outcome of that war. And if you remember, I don't remember the year. I want to say 98, but that's probably not true. Not that the war ever just stopped, but it ceased. for some reason, everything that was going on after this meditation changed. In other words, people were not dying. Things got to a point to where it slowed down, the violence decreased, and all that kind of stuff. There's other examples, and again, please go on the internet, and I apologize for not being educated when I come on here. I don't remember all of this stuff, but there's several other prominent examples to where people that do heart-brain coherence meditation in mass numbers for world peace. The research, not me, none of what I'm saying today is me. What I'm saying is all science. It's out there, it's documented. Go read it. Impacts the world. Changes the outcome. Has the ability to heal. Okay? So, I tried to paint a picture about vibrations and energy and heart-brain coherence in a mass, large number as seen through Dr. Joe's world meditation. And him, one of many, many, trust me, they happen all the time around the world. And it impacts the economy, it impacts politics, it impacts politicians, people, crime, violence. You actually have control over the outcome of that stuff. We're trying to harness the energy in the atom and redistribute that in a loving, healing way. So maybe there is no homelessness. The state of California, go listen to the news this morning, is out of control. There's mass exodus from California because it's been overrun by homeless people and illegals and people that are here illegally. Millions and millions of dollars are spent just cleaning up behind homeless people. What do they call those cities? Some kind of city where you can go in and be protected. But, you know, they have ordinances now, cities, towns, where it's okay to publicly do your business on the sidewalk. You know, California is such a beautiful state and is no longer that way. Well, we don't have people following the Eastern ways. I mean, obviously, I've traveled Asia a lot. Trust me, a lot. And you go to Singapore. I was amazed. I've been to Singapore a few times, and I love Singapore. It sits right there on the ocean, right? It's just a big, huge city on a peninsula. And they vacuum the streets. There is not homeless people in Singapore. Go to Tokyo. I love Tokyo. Too many people. They have these huge, massive parks. Massive. Miles big. Like Central Park, but 10 times in different parts of the city. Understand, it's like a bazillion people that live there. And it's a way to get oxygen back into the city for people to breathe. But you can't find, they don't, well, Asian people do smoke, but you can't find a cigarette butt or a gum wrapper anywhere on the street. You can't find dust and dirt. You know how in America they have street sweepers, I guess they call them. You know, they go around and do parking lots. I'm in a parking lot right here in a nice little community, and it's filthy. You ain't going to find that in Tokyo. Now, not all of Asia is like that, of course, but there are people that have a different mindset. I think I'm going way over. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, oh, gosh, I am. Sorry. All right, so anyway, vibrations. We'll get into more of that at another time. God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. See you. Bye.